So this is not a great time to be flying back to Palma. We've got Storm Kathleen rapidly approaching the southwest of the UK. We've just got to Bristol airport and I'm looking up at the departures board, and already EasyJet have delayed all of their flights going out this morning. Now you can see the airport is super busy. Got lots of people travelling today. It's still Easter holidays for most of the kids here in the southwest of England, even though my daughter goes back to school on Monday. Let's go and see how this journey goes. I've got to say I'm not looking forward to it, but let's head on up through into security. But the main concern today is not just Storm Kathleen, but arriving into Palma Airport. And you may have read in the press reports of 2-hour queues and chaos at passport control. So let's see if that is the case today. So it's taken about 25 minutes to get through security today. It's very, very busy here at the airport, but of course, as I've said, it is the Easter holidays. And it's extra busy just because all of the EasyJet flights are delayed this morning. Okay, so let's just have a quick look up at the board. Now, could this be the one time I'm grateful that we're travelling by Ryanair? I can see all the flights, including the Palma flight with EasyJet, has been delayed. But we have on the Ryanair flight gate info in 10 minutes. Does this mean we're going out on time? Who knows, but fingers crossed. And you can see it's absolutely packed. Now with all these delayed flights, there's hardly anywhere to sit. My daughter's headed straight to Starbucks to go and get a hot drink. I really recommend getting here in good time actually if you're travelling, particularly when the weather is bad. Get to the airport in good time before your trip. Okay, so I've got some time just before we get the gate info, so I'm going to pop into Boots here to pick up some toiletries. Don't forget, if you're coming over this summer, it's a great opportunity to come and pick up your sunscreen, particularly if you're just travelling with hand luggage. And the best thing as well, look, you've got all these like travel miniatures as well over in Boots. So if you forget your sunscreen or anything like that, you can get it here. But of course you can buy toiletries over in Mallorca. But I do find that sometimes the toiletries can be a little bit cheaper over here in the UK, and particularly if you're travelling light as well and you're just coming over for a week, you might not want to take a massive tube of toothpaste. So we do have these little miniatures here, which are reasonably priced too. And of course they save loads of space as well in all your luggage. Also as well, if you are getting any mozzie protection, I do recommend these little electronic clicker things that you can get from Boots. They're for £6.60. Look, they've got plenty of jungle spray as well, jungle formula. Don't forget, I have got an Amazon shop as well. It's a lot cheaper if you buy beforehand, before you travel. And I'll drop a link to that Amazon shop in the description text below this video for all your very best travel products and mosquito protection. Now I am going to do a test this summer. Look, we've got some jungle formula here. It's maximum strength. I do have the medium strength at home, but we're going to see if this works. We can get a roll on here, look, for £7.25. So I'll give you some feedback. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And let's see if that mosquito protection works this summer. Okay, so we've got a lot of people here at the airport with delayed flights. I hope we're not soon going to be one of them. I'm just keeping an eye on the board here for an update with regards to our flight, which is a good time to remind you actually about the flights delays and cancellation policy that we have here in the UK. So if your flight is delayed by more than a couple of hours, then the airline has to give you a food voucher to get something to eat. If you arrive in your destination after 3 hours after your flight is due to land, then you could be entitled to compensation. Now, I'm guessing today that the flights obviously are going to be delayed because of Storm Kathleen ripping through the UK. So this is something out of the airline's control. So this means that if these flights are delayed and we are kept here at Bristol Airport, then unfortunately we will not be able to apply for any compensation. But fingers crossed, I'm going to go and check the board now and see if we've got an update on the flight, and hopefully we can go through soon. And I can't believe it, they've called our gate, we're going to gate 11, one of the only flights going out this morning. This is going to be a fun experience. We've got high winds today, it's super windy. Let's get going. Coming through the cafe here as well, it's absolutely packed. A lot of people delayed and hitting the bar. Can't really blame them. But check out how busy it is over here in Bristol Airport today. So we have a lot of families travelling on this Ryanair flight, thank goodness. The best time really to get a flight is actually going to be first thing in the morning. You're less likely to pick up the delay. We're flying out at lunchtime. We're really lucky that our flight hasn't been delayed, but it's not too bad really, considering most of the flights that are delayed are only delayed by around 45 minutes, so it shouldn't stretch into 2 hours. It's looking a bit breezy outside, but flights are still going. We've just seen the flight land as well, and we're just waiting for our flight to come in. Okay, I'm going to say it, that Ryanair flight was actually pretty good. It got us here really quickly and cheaply. Let's go and see what security is like. Let's go and see what border patrol is like this afternoon, and see if the queues to get our passports checked are really going to be as bad as we've seen in the media. Yesterday apparently there were queues of 2 hours. Okay, so it took about 20 minutes to get through passport control. You can see they're doing a lot of works here at the airport. This whole area of Terminal A where we've arrived into, all of this looks brand new. Don't forget my update from March as well. They said they're going to leave a lot of these works now to do until the winter. We've got this lovely glass walkway here coming down through into the arrivals area. So all this looks brand new if you're used to arriving into Terminal A during the summer. Well, we've got a new look over here for this year. But this brings us more or less, I think, into the luggage arrivals area, I think. Let's have a look. And I'm right as well. My goodness, what a difference actually. If you're coming into Terminal A this summer, you're going to have a much shorter walk than we had last year. And also, particularly if you're used to travelling in the winter as well, it's a much, much shorter walk than from coming up from Terminal C. Okay, that's it. We've only got hand luggage today, so we don't have to wait by the luggage carousels, thank goodness. I hope you found this video useful. It's great to see there weren't any security problems over here at the airport on this Saturday afternoon. So I think, don't forget, if you're reading in the press, you're hearing news of queues at Border Patrol, well, it's not going to happen on every single flight or on every single day either. We've been lucky today, not only with Storm Kathleen, but also coming here into Palma. Okay everyone, thanks very much for watching. See you on the next one. Goodbye for now.